Hello everyone, it's Nathan from Nathan's DIY Garage, and today I'm going to show you how to check the front end alignment on your BMW. Okay, so first thing you want to do is park on pretty level ground. It don't have to be perfect, it just needs to be reasonable level. What we have here is a roll of fishing line. It's a little bigger, it's 80-pound test. You could use any kind of string, I just had this laying around. What we're going to start off doing is we're going to start off with tying a loop in it, like so. Now, if you have two people, this is a lot easier. Just so happens today I don't have anybody else to hold the other side. So what we're going to want to do, we're going to stretch a string around the whole car. Now, what we're not going to want to do is make it to where it's hitting the bumper in the front or the rear. So we're going to put the string just right below the line. How I'm going to do it today, I'm going to go ahead and close the loop in the door down low. I'm going to chase the line all the way around, come all around the car, end up back over here, open the door, and I have both ends. Okay, so this car's symptoms before we started here, it would want to stray over the road is wearing the tires on the inside. The old control arms were bad. We went ahead and replaced all of them. All the tie rods, none of those were bad at all. They're all really tight, really good shape, so we left them. The car drove pretty good before we replaced the control arms, other than the rattling and straying. Now that we replaced them, it's really darty. I mean, you can tell something's really wrong. What we're trying to determine here, is it a problem from tires that are worn, or is it the alignment's messed up? You know, does somebody try to do some aligning with the old control arms? They're bad. That shouldn't affect the toe in and toe out, but we're just going to go ahead and check it just to make sure. Also, I might note too, on these cars from the factory, there is no adjustment on the camber caster. So the tilt in and out of the tire on the top and bottom, these are just direct bolt on. There's no adjustment whatsoever. Now you can buy aftermarket kits to adjust that. This car does not have that. So something's definitely odd. So now we're going to start off with the steering wheel. Without hitting your string, open your door or roll your window down. The steering wheel needs to be totally straight. It's not perfect. That's pretty damn straight. I know this car did drive straight. The steering wheel was straight when you're driving, so I know it was lined up at least at that point. So I'm gonna go over here and look. And as you can see right here, I don't know if you can see that or not, I can almost put my finger in between there. Okay. The string's a little bit loose, as you can see right there. Let me pull my knot a little bit tighter and let's see what we got. Okay, so we pulled the string a little bit tighter. It don't have to be very tight, it just can't have a lot of slack in it. And like I said before, we made sure that the string's not hitting the bumper. We're gonna make sure the string's not hitting the rocker panel. And this car does have staggered wheels. Let me take that back. The wheels aren't staggered, it does have fatter tires in the rear. They don't really stick out much more in the front. If you have really big staggered wheels, you can still do this. You're going to have to do some measuring. You have to figure out how much staggered the rears are, and you have a big gap in the front, and you have to measure to make sure it's even on each side. So anyway, on the driver's side, we have a gap I could put my finger in. Okay, so we know starting off that's not correct. I'll go over here on the other side. The other side, it's touching, but just barely. That's perfect. Just barely touching. Now, a lot of these cars, the front's supposed to be tilted out 1/8 of an inch. It depends on which car it is. On BMW, it just depends on what model it is. A lot of Toyota stuff, they're like that. It makes it handle a little bit better, but what it does do, it eats up your tires, makes them wear funny, and that will give you a more firm feeling wheel if you turn it so it's towed out in the front. It's 1/8 of an inch or so many degrees. This one is perfect on this side, and this side over here is what the problem is. So that side being straight, this side being tilted out in the front, towed out, that's going to make it drive really ignorant. As you can see right here, there's no tread at all on the inside. It's wore totally slick. Let's go ahead and look at the back and see how we look back here. The back is just a hair off. Now that's going to also coincide with the front. If the front's off, it's going to make the back off. We're tight on that side and the back. That's all good. Over here, the back is still a hair off. And that could be some of the stagger on the wheels. We don't know that. Those are a few variables that we're uncertain of. Hey guys, so how you're going to adjust this is going to the front of the car. And you can see right here, let's see if it'll lighten up for you, is your tie rod, the black bar right in front of the camera, and right below that is your control arm. So the nut right at the end, right there, is your lock nut. You're going to loosen that lock nut up and loosen up a few turns, and there's a little nut on the shaft right beside it. And what that nut beside it's going to do is going to turn in your tie rod. So when you're turning it in, you reach under the car, you come out here, and you watch, you look down the string as you're turning it. And you're going to turn it until the tire is touching the string. So anyway guys, this is not going to get it absolutely perfect. This will get it very, very close by doing this correctly. And this will keep your tires from getting ruined. If you guys are doing front end work on other cars than BMWs, especially if you're doing struts on a car or a truck that has the cam bolts and the struts on the lower strut bar, this will help you get it aligned where you can at least drive it to the alignment shop. Anyways guys, this is all for today's video. If you like today's video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you guys have any questions about this, I'll be happy to answer them. Also look me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Nathan's DIY Garage. Thank you.